welcome to the 89th installment of Em Alejandro, your number one place for sports, cars, video games, fitness. If you're a man, you're here. Mr. Alejandro, I'm about to tell him.
What you about to tell him, Alejandro?
I'm about to tell him about the Oakland Raiders breaking their losing streak versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Tell him, Alejandro.
The Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Oakland Raiders 20-24. This was Thursday Night Football. I was checking this game out, and the ending is what made me know, yo, this game needs an episode. I got a sexy ending for you. But let's talk about the game. First things first, the Oakland Raiders beating the Chiefs is a big deal because this is the first win for the Oakland Raiders. The Oakland Raiders are now 1-10. That means 1 win, 10 losses. They broke their losing streak that carried over from last season. 368 days without winning a football game. Yes, that is more than 1 year. But finally, on November 20th, the Oakland Raiders got it done. I'm happy for them. I don't like seeing people constantly struggle like that. You feel me? Struggle. So to see the Raiders finally get a W, that's a good look. Now, Charles Woodson, the cornerback / safety for the Oakland Raiders, got it in today. He had 7 tackles and a sack. And the sack that he had today makes him the only player in NFL history to have 50 interceptions and 20 sacks in a career. This player has had a phenomenal career in the NFL. All the accolades in the world. Constant Pro Bowl teams, All-Pro teams, Super Bowl championship. Led the league in interceptions. He's done it all in college. He's won a Heisman Trophy, national championship. Charles Woodson is a bona fide Hall of Famer. Shout out to Charles Woodson.
Shout out!
Another player that showed up this game was Latavius Murray. Latavius Murray is a running back who only had 4 carries in this game. And in them 4 carries, he got it in. He had 2 touchdowns for 112 yards. He had a 90-yard run. He got it in. He was boogieing, doing all this and that. But unfortunately, Murray did not last throughout the whole game. He got concussed and he had to exit out. But the Raiders still held it down with their running game. Hey, with Darren McFadden and Marcel Reece. So shout out to the Oakland Raiders running game. Yeah. Next up, Jamaal Charles stood out for the Kansas City Chiefs. 2 things stood out for Jamaal Charles. Number 1 was he was unstoppable. 19 carries, 80 yards, 4 catches, 42 yards, and a touchdown. He's a beast. The next thing that stood out about Jamaal Charles was the fact that at the end of the game, the last 2 possessions for the Kansas City Chiefs, Jamaal Charles got no touches. Andy Reid, coach for the Kansas City Chiefs, what is wrong with you? Somebody needs to check what he's been putting in his cup, because Jamaal Charles is the best player in the Kansas City Chiefs, and he definitely put y'all in a position to win this game. And the last 2 possessions y'all had to rock, he doesn't even sniff the ball. He gets 1 touch in the last 2 possessions. Yo, I smell something fishy.
So you smell that? What's that?
Another player that stood out to me was the quarterback for the Oakland Raiders, Derek Carr. Statistically, he didn't really look all that good. But what I noticed was his leadership, his characteristic traits, his personality. It's the type of player that I feel like can lead a team to victory. He's a rookie, 2nd round pick, and I think this kid kind of has a bright future. I want to know what Oakland thinks. Make sure y'all let me know, because I think Derek Carr's a good look for y'all, to be real with y'all. Real talk. Now, as for the juicy ending, check this out. The Oakland Raiders had a 24-20 lead late in the game, less than 2 minutes remaining, and they're putting pressure on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, Alex Smith, drops back on 3rd down looking for receivers. He could not find any receivers, and the Oakland Raiders sacked Alex Smith. Here's when I started laughing my behind off. Now, after Alex Smith gets sacked, the clock is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. But instead of the Oakland Raiders getting back on defense, because the Kansas City Chiefs are now rushing to run their next play because they don't have any timeouts, the Oakland Raider, Sio Moore, who just got the sack against Alex Smith, decides, I'm about to turn up. And he starts boogieing. I'm all for boogieing and celebrating, especially when you make a play. But you don't do it in such a crucial moment. He completely lost focusness. He was not concentrating. He wasn't aware. He decided, yo, I just got a sack. It's Thursday Night Football. The world is looking at me. Everybody looking at this replay. Look at me dance. And then the rookie 1st round pick, Khalil Mack, who's a phenomenal linebacker, by the way, he decides to join Sio Moore. I swear to you not. They're tapping each brother up on the field. Meanwhile, veteran, former New York Giant, Manezi, Justin Teasy, is screaming at these guys like, yo, what are y'all doing? Get back on defense. The Kansas City Chiefs are about to snap the ball. They snap the ball. You think there's a penalty because the defense can't be on the side of the offense. They have to be on the opposite side. You understand? But the veteran Justin Tuck called a timeout. And after that, you could see how disgusted he was with his teammates. I was too. These guys are young. One's a second-year player, one's a rookie. Y'all need to learn how to focus on the game, and y'all need to know when it's time to boogie like Mr. Alejandro, and when it's time to focus and get y'all work done. So please, Sio Moore, Khalil Mack, step it up, son. There you have it, folks. Mr. Alejandro's NFL recap of the Oakland Raiders breaking their losing streak versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And now the Kansas City Chiefs have lost their division lead. How do you think this game will impact the rest of the NFL? Tell them in the comments. Tonight's bow tie is brought to you by Ike Behar. I got them polka dots on deck on the TEA set. Hey, tune in for more sports, cars, video game, fitness, and all that. Follow Tell Em Alejandro to hear my immediate reaction to live sports events, or if you want to hear me cover a certain team or topic, tell them outro music. Get it? Hey, shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs running defense. Here's why. The 2 touchdowns that Latavius Murray ran in today were the first touchdowns allowed by the Kansas City Chiefs run defense. So clearly they've been playing some goon defense all season. Shout